Welcome to this series where we are playing the War End Industry update for Reforged Eden. In the last part, we left the starter system and started exploring the galaxy, and we ended up on this barren planet. Now, my original plan was just to do a short visit and collect some Sathium, but I think we're going to stay a bit longer because I think I would like to collect some more of this pentaxid. I mean, it's not brilliant, but I think there's enough to stock up here. I'd also like some promethium as well. And I was thinking a little bit about this mission here, the reload and repeat mission. And I think I'm going to adopt the same tactics as I did to do the first part of this overall experience mission where we had to kill out. So what we're going to do is kill the patrols to get the 200 troopers killed. Then what we got is some building POIs down here, because I've been told that the next thing is to destroy so many cores, and I think I need to prepare for that. And that's probably a very good segue into a subject that I've been mentioning off and on for a couple of parts now, and that is a combat HV stroke SV. And I really feel that I need to get into this in a little bit more depth, so that we, because all the POIs now seem to have shields, and we need laser or phase weapons to be able to take the shields down. And that's probably a good segue into saying, as usual, a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. And I want to give a special mention to Pagan Savage, who has given me a good suggestion for a profile for a combat SV. And I'm starting to drift back the other way, having looked at some of the options that's now available in Reforged Eden. So going forward, we're going to possibly end up with both an HV and an SV, but because I want to experiment with different modes and different way combat. So taking down the POIs may be a little bit of a test bed as well, just to see what's best and what weapons are best as the best way to describe it. Now, just to give you a bit of background, I did look at this SAS Scorpion Reforged that Spange has got, and it's quite a good ship. The problem is it needs 3 small upgrade kits, and I think he's actually done a version which is for an SV as well, but for the life of me I can't remember what it's actually called. So if any of you guys actually know what it's called, it's similar to the, I'm pretty sure it's an SAS, got an SAS kind of classification as well, but I thought I'd subscribe. Oh, maybe it's these ones. That's the mandible. It could be that charger, because he's done this whole range of SAS type ships. Maybe I need to look at them anyway. So, but of course the problem is the small upgrade kits. I've only got one now. If anyone's not sure why you need the upgrade kits, the reason is for these system upgrades, which is specific to Reforged Eden. And you can see, and I think that hover tank that Spange built has got a couple of Gatling guns on. I think he's got a heavy missile turret as well. And you can see this needs small upgrade kits. And as you go up this, you've got, I think you can get large upgrade kits, and then you've got some other more advanced weapons for capital vessels and that, which actually require the advanced upgrade kits. Ironically, if I come into here, you'll see I've got 5 advanced upgrade kits and 4 large upgrade kits. It's the small upgrade kits that I don't seem to have had. Anyway, so that is something for the future. But in this part, what I want to do is work on the hangar deck, which I kind of started on in the last part, and simply because I think what I'd like to do is just get the basic shell operational, so that things can make sense. So we might as well just get set up. I'm going to need main storage enabled. Got some Xeno blocks, small amount of combat steel blocks, and we got some hardened steel blocks as well. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this hangar deck. It's in the wrong place, and I know that the dimensions are correct for this. So we're just going to pull that out. Apologies for the Yuki green. There's not much I can do about that. The other thing I'm also going to need is a symmetry plane. So we'll just drag the symmetry plane on. Now, first thing I want to do is actually a little bit of planning, and I think we can just use the ordinary steel blocks for this. I want to come out to go up like that, and then I want 1, 2 there, go up there. What I'm creating is a kind of interior chamber here. In fact, I'm going to need to mark it. Whoops, put that back. Put that there. Get the multi-tool. Gonna do whole blocks. Gonna do them red. What I'm doing here is marking an option for a. Let's turn that off again in case I forget. Is for some large down thrusters should I need more lift in the future. So I'm just kind of planning that in now for the moment. So I just want to get that in like that. That slot is I've left in for an idea which I may want, which is a hatchway up to the top here, but I'm not too worried about that. So the main thing about this part is actually just trying to get the general structure of the ship going. Now, based on previous ships I've built, I think we need a hangar deck of at least 11 deep. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then what I'd like to do, actually, if I put in the hangar back in again. Now, I'm still not sure whether I want to use the hangar. So we got 9 by 5. And so I'm not 100% sure that I want to use the hangar. I'm still toying with the idea of the, what we call it, using the force fields and blast doors. But then I'm just gonna, I want to put in this area on the top. So I want to try and get the shape of the ship here. So just coming there. And what I want to do now is I'm going to go, because I don't want to come straight back square because it makes the ship too chunky. So what I'm thinking is a bit of a taper off here. So if we, whoops, I'll worry about that later on. Want to come back like this, because I want to drop the thrusters back, but I don't want a flat rear section. We need to come this way, like that. Now if we're going to put blast doors on, we're going to have that there. So again, my inclination is to come out one more. We can always remove blocks should it gets too messy. That, like that. That gives an idea where they go. Now this, what I want to do here is take out this thruster, take that out, these combat steel blocks. I'm not sure why I've got combat steel blocks in there anyway. And we're going to need to take this out on this side. Right, take you out, you out. I think there's large thrusters behind there. Now, what I want to do, this is now 3 blocks deep. I've got some really cool looking advanced generators I want to put in. So, I mean, because we're going to need extra power Let me just see. Just turn that like that. Oops. Put you there. It gone in. Yep. So, a couple of combat steel blocks there. Don't really need the combat steel across the front here now. So I'd rather recover those for other uses. So there's we got that there. That we're just put in. I think we're. I know it's just only a small step down, but and then I'm gonna put you up. Whoops. We need a wall there for separation. That block comes there, so I need to put that there. That leaves this area here for a 2x2. And then the next thing I want to do is put these back in again. Or measure them up is probably a better description at the moment. Oops. And we're just drop that in there. That brings that thruster back to about there. Actually quite like that, so we'll put that thruster there. Then we can fill in with the hardened steel blocks. 1, 2, 3, 2. So it looks like we may have to shape this out a little bit more. Right, next thing I want to do is remove this thruster, because this one's now, all these thrusters are way too very deep. So just going to take you out. Of course, we'll have to take it out the other side as well. Oops. Where is it? So I'm kind of thinking if I, what is it, 3, say we put an angle like that, just for the moment. As I say, at the moment, I'm not too much worried about the detail. What I'm really interested in the moment is what you could call the broad strokes. And I think this is something that is quite important when you're building a hangar, because a hangar really is just a big box. And part of the kind of challenge is hiding that big box once you get it into the ship itself. Because, as I say, the hangar by nature is a great big box that you've then got to, I think that, maybe that's back a little, is that okay? Yeah, so back a little bit too far. I think it needs to be one more block forward, and I think that's what kind of the challenge is oops, I'll have to take these out again for how many times I'm going to run out of. I'll pick you up as well across the top. Yeah, I need you one more block forward because you're slightly overlapping that generator at the back. Right again. It's probably not the most ideal planet to build something on. I come in from below. think that's it, isn't it? Yep, we've got it now. Let's turn the thrusters off because we don't. So we've now got this area here, and just to get the profile. So that kind of fits in there, and then this can come back in like that. Part of me would like this to be 3 blocks wide so that we can use it for either solar panels or probably more of a turret actually. So if we come, actually I'm going to come back 2 blocks there. Right, we're going to have to kind of just pad this across like that. So I haven't really got the true diamond shape, but I think it will work. And then what we're gonna got this great big hole here. There's always part of me that says I don't like leaving holes. I mean, I suppose what I should do is do something like that. But then maybe it isn't quite such a big hole. So now you could argue that leaving an air gap like that can reduce the blast effect. So maybe we'll just leave an air gap in there for the moment. You can come through that. And then we need to fill you back about there. You can come to there. This is an internal wall, so right, I feel that I want to do something with these, but I want to know where they are. So I think what we'll do, I've got piles of these things. What kind of shape are we going to have? I think maybe we're you there. Got that, fill that in, and then you can come across like this, and then you can go like that. So that kind of puts that behind an armored front. Combat steel in there. I think this can just be ordinary steel. Probably have a little bit of an angle. Oops. That kind of gives that a little bit more character. Right, so we got this block out to here. Back to hardened steel blocks. I think if we come there, this is going to be the leading edge, so this has to be reasonable. So we got an odd block there for some reason. Say I need this in case I want to put blast doors in. Here we got, I think we're going to take this back. So we could go back. This can go back 2 layers because we'll take this out. And there. That is 1 block away. Okay, good. Now, I don't really want a completely flat door underneath here. Well, not till we get back to about here. Actually, yeah, we'll just block 1, 2, 3 there. So I want, actually I'm debating, do I want a turret underneath here? I think we can create a weapons platform up here. So let me just create something along the bottom here. I'm thinking I would like 1, 2, 3. Something like that, actually. Yeah, I think that will work. And then we're up that row 2. This is just to create a little bit of an aesthetic underneath the hull of the ship, so that the back doesn't look like just a great big box. And where you can come to about there. In fact, what I could do is put something there like that. Yeah, I think we're just have to, this back section for the moment can just be a kind of all filled in like that. Because what I should do is test this for capacity. So what I'm going to do is get rid of that. So let's get up here and there, power on. Oops. Line up. Actually central. Turn the power off. How's the fit? Yeah, I think that will fit quite nicely. Now, the next thing I would like to do, in case I forget, is, well, oops, get through the doors. What I want to do is pick up these generators, pick them out, because they're a bit vulnerable underneath here. Do I actually have any? We've got 13 Xeno blocks, so I think just to keep the aesthetic going. Oops. That, we'll fill that in, and that gives more protection for the warp drive. What are you doing up there? How did you get up there? That means there's bound to be one the other side as well. Make sure this side has been done. Yep. Ideally, for this internal construction, I would have preferred to. Wow, we got 0.8 radiation. I need to scrub that away, because I'll probably get radiation poisoning or something like that. Food's getting a bit low as well. Right, then I think the next thing we need to do is get the hangar deck airtight. Or no. going to get it airtight with that, are we? Let's put the right blocks. Bring you out like that. And again. I think we're one more. And then we're actually quite like the idea of having a bit of a recess underneath here, because we might I could put other things in there like fuel tanks should I need it, or oxygen tanks, so that could be an option. Landing gear there. We're going to need to move what we got here. Oh, that's thrusters. Okay, that's good. We're going to need some landing gear out here. Come back. This is starting to curve back now, so I think we need a couple of landing gears. EV landing gear for now. Like a couple of those. And we'll put that out, say about here. And then we eventually could remove, once we take off, we can remove these. And then we'll have some landing gear probably back about here for the back of the ship. So it's going to be probably could be a little bit tricky actually getting it in place. Okay, so we've got 3 landing gears. Yes. Oh no. Press the down key to force it in position. I think we'll just put the landing gear there. Just as a bit of extra protection, we'll put a couple of Xeno blocks there because we got them left over. Now this won't extend for the moment because it's not part of the general structure of the ship. I think we'll take that up there, put that there, we'll put in kind of give a bit of internal shape here. Haha, it's not going to work. Because that we could leave the thrusters exposed, but I'm not comfortable with that. So what we'll do is we'll put you there, you there, then you there, like that. Actually, what we'll do, just for the moment, just for the fun of it, we'll come there, put you there, and then we'll take the half blocks here, 2, 3, we'll just fill that in there, and then we can put in 2, 3 there, like that. So that just leaves that little bit of area there. That seals off that. What we've got to do now is fill in these horrible holes down here. I think that will work if we can fit them in. Now comes the fun bit. That might be it actually. Is it? Yep. Now there's a little bit of a trick you can do. If you go across the other side of the symmetry, you can do that. Because you put that side in, which goes that side, you come back over here, that's that side. What I want to do is, the temperature's good. Right, I think the next thing I want to do is do something about this, because we're going to make a hole in the ceiling here. So, very quick hole. And then, because I want a kind of entrance to the top. Ideally, an armored door would be quite nice. With the armored door is that we put that in there. That would be flat, but it won't. But it means I won't be able to. Right, we're back to normal temperatures. I've got some thingy bobs. Yeah. The trouble with these is that these will not go all the way to the top. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go up here, what you'll see is that that won't go up there, but it will go all the way through. The alternative, actually, oh, that's an idea. I've just had another idea. As you may guess, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. If I got the heavy armored blocks, yes, okay. So if I use one of these and then rotate that down to there. Now, an advantage of this is it leaves a dirty great hole here, but it makes it a bit easier to aim up into that, especially when you're coming in from space. And I think what I'd like to do now is, do we have a ventilator? Wireless. We need a wireless connector. I'm going to put that in somewhere. We need a ventilator. Where's the ventilators? Just knock up one of those very, very quickly. I'll put up a wireless connector somewhere. I don't think wireless connectors don't come in. They've only got one shape, haven't they? I don't really want it up there. Well, what we could do is tuck it just in there for the moment. So if we take out you and you, we've got the ventilator. Make another wireless connector. Reversal. I want the block. This. What I wouldn't mind doing is I can just go there. The real test now is if we come to, oops, not there, there. Debug, show oxygen. So, according to this, we're not 100% airtight. I'm not exactly sure why we're not 100% airtight. Maybe the ventilator's in the wrong. Oh, haha, we got a hole up the corner there. So we need to. Well, we are now airtight. It's good. And then we've got shut that in there. And what we'll do is put a wireless connector there. And of course, what that means is I can now tidy up this area a bit because we're now fully airtight within the scope of the ship. So probably I'm aware also that I don't have a lot of time, so we're going to preview new. There's part of me that says bring this out a little bit wider so then we can do something in here. So if we take out that oops, and that, we probably get rid of that. I don't think we need to share oxygen anymore. Whoops. Luckily, see, that's the type of mistake which can give you problems. I think we're okay, or we're gonna come out. Whoops, done it again. Bit of finger clicking there. I'm gonna come out like that, so that we've got that there. I'm gonna take away these blocks here and here like that. Then you need the armored glass. Oh, here they are. I didn't need this. So, I'm going to go too high. I think we're go out to just that level there, and we'll put one there, and then one in the center there. We've got any ordinary doors? Yes, I've got some ordinary doors. Don't need that anymore. Put you there. So we got a little bit of a space at the top now. We're just like that. Nope. I misjudged the angle, so we'll take out these across here. That comes and connects to that. And I have to sneak out. What this does is it creates an area here. We've got some medical station there. Oh, I could put a medical station in here. But what we could do is put an O2 tank and stuff like that. There's also, there's a possibility that I'm going to put a repair bay in. So this kind of streamlines this in a little bit. I'm still going to leave this gap here for anything that kind of fits. It's probably actually, no, I'm just going to leave that. Why not? It doesn't make any difference. So we've now got a structure there. We need to shape in this area. Combat still. Put that there. I like this. Part of me says now extend this back so that there's say me just give me my. Who should we do? Flicker. Just want to mark something out here. I would go do it in red again. That's a potential weapons emplacement. It could probably come a little bit further forward. So what I'm thinking is on the side here, we got 3x3 as well. So actually, I just had a thought. If I take out this, retrieve like that. Up here. Got a gap in the blocks there. Put you in there. There you go. We just I might actually that's 3x3 that's wider there. We just take out that, and that. And that, and that. Or properly come out like, whoops. You can come out about there. Puts another layer of blocks over the top of there. Then we can you can come out like that, and then that means I can that can come there, remove that block there, and there on that side. It's going to be one here, yep. That can put you there. Then in here we need that, don't we? So that kind of fills in this. This gives me a landing pad here. And then I can put that in there. That there. That there. That there. Can go there. So that gives some extra protection to the thingy. That can come in there. I might change all this again later on. With me, when I build things, it's a never-ending project. I'm always tinkering, changing it because I don't like it. And then we've got that there, but what we could do here is just create a bit of an optical illusion. Oops. Can go there. That could go there. And then put a block there, block there. So that will then fill in this area. We can put a block there, block there. Block there, block there. Go in there, there, there. Wow. Take out these blocks here. Pick that out that side. Go out that side. That off. Actually, we'll take that out as well. Whoops, where am I? The only downside of the symmetry plane. And then question is, do I come back one block? Because this would be the blast doors, or the blast doors could be inside of that. Trying to think what's the best way to do this. I think if we finish this bit off here, part of me says we'll go like that. All the way down. Square block in there. There. Right, go to there. That will fill in this area here. I think we'll stick with that shape there, and then this can come back. Yeah, if we break the symmetry there by taking out this like that, and we'll have to take it out on this side. I think, yeah. And then we'll just put that in there, that in there, that in there. So that kind of breaks the symmetry with respect to that. And then put that there. Whoops. Take this out. Back this side. So this kind of comes back underneath this to here. And we've got a whole area here. Don't like that. I think I'm going to need to work on this. I think it might be a bit easier to actually see it up in space, so, but I will block that in because it's going to come in there, and I will block that in so the ship comes down through there. That will come back to there. I've got kind of a double chevron-y thingy here, which is a pain. Don't like that. We're gonna have to shape this in somehow. So let me just. I suppose the $6 million question is going to be is whether the ship will actually take off. So I suppose that's the next thing I'm going to need to do a bit of a test takeoff. Devices, auto group, pull all the crops here that need picking as well. I'm aware that I'm actually running out of time, so I think just to finish the video off, I've probably sent all you guys to sleep anyway with my ramifications and twists and turns and other things. Let's just pick everything up through here. Egg pre-harvest. And what we got now is just we got another 18 pentaxid, which is pretty good. And we'll just go around here, up this lot. This is just all this stuff in raw food so it doesn't spoil. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there. These can go into inputs. Got 1,000 Sathium plates. Need to load that. Oh, I've had to make some combat steel small blocks for my SV because when I was messing about in the last part and we got a bit too close and I forgot to turn the shield on, I didn't realise I lost some blocks from the front of it. But I'll repair that off camera. Let's get rid of this. Oops. Get rid of the symmetry shield. That's all that. It can look a bit strange when you take off. Right. Thrusters on. Oops. Look at that. I'm gonna lift off. How high up? It must be fairly high now. So we're just gonna. Ah! Broken leg. Turn off the power. I think the ship's gonna land on top of me. Get the feeling the ship is a little bit stern heavy. Right. Right, we need the mid station. We may have a problem with my design. Let me just get into here. Open the window. Yes. What do we need for? Right, we've got cured. What have I got? Is are dehydrated because I got overcooked. We need food. Right, let's see what's wrong with the ship. Power on, thrusters on. Yeah, I think it was. What I might have done is actually hit that station when I took off. Forward speed of 69. Gonna jump off here. One of the hazards of is what I need to do is find the landing gear. Actually, I can just land, can't I? What am I on about? So we're just gonna land again. And the thrusters off. Yeah, I think it was just glitched out. That's why in many ways when you're doing major builds like that you should really do them in space, but the problem is keeping the air tightness. That's the, make sure we take out the right one. That's the front landing gear. I mean, this has got become a very big ship, so maybe I think maybe we'll just leave with multiple landing gear, because it's yeah, I think I am going to leave multiple landing gear for the moment, because sometimes, say if we're landing in a small area with slope, if you've got mid landing gear, you can actually kind of balance the ship on the two front ones. Then you, or if you get a depression, so having the multiple landing gear can make a difference. Just make sure I haven't ruined the plants. Actually, if I ruined my fridge actually as well. Raw food. No, we got no spoilage. That's good. And we haven't got that there. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, well, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing. Maybe and what I will do is tidy up the back of the ship a little bit off camera, and hopefully with a little bit better light. And of course, what I'm going to need to do is toughen up the exterior and make some of my exterior blocks combat blocks. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.